Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about another lecture on artificial intelligence. We have done quite a bit on pattern recognition and how pattern gets recognized and things like that. Okay, dimensionality is a new kind of field. Okay, what is structural dimensionality? Okay, structures are formed. Okay, there are basic structures which are there. Okay, within those structures only you can have intelligence imposed. Okay, these are basic. Pattern is a kind of pattern which is there, which is there are two kinds of things. One is called virtual, another one is called real. Okay, real patterns are like if you have your brain, you have a skull and other things. These are called real kind of things. Okay, they have structural pattern to hold the things. Okay, for holding something of sense or a database kind of thing which are real and kind of like firm and kind of really strong, some kind of reinforced kind of learning kind of algorithms. Okay, these things are facts of the world. Okay, these are facts of the world. The structure, say you want to know the structure of a fan, it has the basic components of a coil, a magnet, and things like that. Okay, this is the kind of real learning, or the particular pattern is always recognized already. Okay, so it is a kind of fixed pattern. Okay, that pattern, with relation to that pattern, other patterns are generated. This is called firm artificial intelligence. That is in the sense you can have a strong, reliable kind of answer to something. Okay, there are other kinds of learning methods. First is you have to know something about object orientation. What is object orientation? Object orientation is nothing but kind of an object, and how you represent that as a kind of function or as a kind of object and things like that. Say you have a bat and a ball. Okay, the bat is an object, the ball is an object. The function of the bat is to swing, and then the function of the bat is to swing, and the function of the ball is to be thrown, or the function of the bat, the interaction between the bat and the ball is like when the ball is there, then you hit the ball, 'cause that is the kind of interaction. Okay, all these things, the interaction between the bat and the ball is all virtual functions. So first thing you have to know what is virtual function. Virtual functions are things which are virtual. Okay, they are created at the instant. It is a time dependent factor. Okay, first object oriented things are like object is any object will have two things. One is called virtual factors of the object, and something called the real factors of the object. The real factors of the object is called a database. Okay, a database is something kind of real factors of the thing. Okay, the object is there and it has got specific function. If you switch on the fan, it is going to spin. That's all. Okay, now interaction, if you take a fan interaction and an external environment, then it is going to push air. Okay, that if it is not, there is no air, it's not going to push. The functional representation is coming out as a kind of virtual functions. Okay, these are called virtual functions, and the real functions are the fan twisting, the spinning, and those kind of things are all real functions. Real functions, they exist. Okay, that is the first thing you have to. Even in artificial intelligence, you have real things which are there. Okay, real functional things which are there, and real objects which are there, which have got specific structure. Okay, that structure of learning algorithms, the algorithms are fixed. Certain algorithms are fixed because they are real, they are truth, and those kind of functions, they are sometimes it's a kind of functional algorithms are there. Okay, though they have structures which is already built into the system, and that kind of specific structure pattern is always there, and with that specific kind of structural pattern, it starts producing what is called a learning method. Okay, so there are two things involved in artificial intelligence. One is fixed database kind of thing. Okay, that is the data is fixed storage, and the algorithms are fixed algorithms. Okay, for a particular chess game, the fixed algorithms are like somewhat like the fixed algorithms is the kind of moves you can make. Okay, what is a checkmate and things like that. These are all kind of fixed algorithms. Okay, they are learned right at the beginning how it can move and what are the rules of the game. Those are all what Those are all heuristics involved as a fixed structure, okay, within the brain, okay, because that you cannot change right in the middle of a game or something like that to win a particular goal or something like that, okay. Now these rules can fix structure, rules can change right, sometimes can change right in the middle, okay. That is, say you are playing a chess, and the chess move allows for a different kind of move. Say for a horse, you have a move like going on a L-shaped direction, and then you want to change the horse moves as a kind of like going on a tangent or something like that. So you can change the structures. So structural movements can also be varied depending on kind of situation sometimes. So when you are looking at object orientation, there are things involved. One is an object, okay. There are objects. So if you have objects, then you have environment, okay, environment. Then you have what is the kind of interaction of the object, what is the function of that particular object, okay. That is embedded within the system, and they are fixed kind of database, okay. That is a fixed kind of intelligence or the fixed algorithms. Those are the kind of fixed so deep learning methods mostly use these kind of fixed algorithms for learning some of the stuff, okay. Because without anything in the mind, it cannot learn. So whether it is machine learning or deep learning, it's going to use some kind of fixed algorithms for certain things, okay. These fixed algorithms might change, but mostly they are not, they are kind of fixed, okay. So this structural identity of these algorithms are really fixed in the sense those algorithms are kind of like it's a truth value kind of thing, okay. So that is the kind of things which are, so object orientation has two methods. One is, I told you, one is an object, then you have another object. So there are number of objects, and objects create objects interact with the environment. Environment is another kind of object, okay. These are all different kinds of objects, okay. How they interact with each other are all on the virtual functions. The real functions are what the particular object can do, what is the capability of that particular object is called, it's called the object function, okay. Object function or the real functions of the object, okay. Objects can be also virtual, like what sometimes totally completely an object can be virtual, like what is there, like say you have a balloon kind of structure, and it is there for some time, and the balloon vanishes immediately, the complete entity goes off there, okay. So that is a kind of thing. So those are all instant variables, those are called instant objects, okay. Those are called instant objects, and they come into existence like the environment, and then they go off. Virtual functions are, I told you already, the interaction between a bat and a ball is a virtual function. Why? Because once you hit the ball rolls over, it goes to some place, and then it falls on some place, and then it is, so it has gone to that distance between the ball and the bat. Those are all virtual functions which come into existence only at the action of an event, and then after that they stop, okay. Then after that they don't come into existence, after that they vanish, and the next ball is thrown, and the kind of interaction starts again, okay. These are called virtual functions. Virtual functions are always external kind of environmental kind of things which are linked to that particular object. So these are the things which you have to know. So what is a virtual function, what is a real function, what is the real data, and what are virtual data. Virtual data also can be there, like air is the virtual data of for a fan, okay. So they come into existence only when you have an air, and after that those objects are not there. If you go to space, the fan is going to rotate there, the virtual objects are not going to, but the function is not going to change for the fan, okay. That is in the sense those basic functions within the system cannot change. So first is then hierarchy. What is hierarchy? Hierarchy is a kind of clustering where you have things. Or say for a home, the hierarchy is like bricks, then from bricks and mortar, then after that wall. That is the hierarchy. So from bricks you build a wall, from a wall you build a cubicle, from a cubicle you build a house and things like that. So from a house you build a company or something like that. So these are all the hierarchy of object orientation. Each object within the hierarchy has set of functions which are dependent on those things. When you say a house, it has got a specific set of things, that is different kind of things, different algorithms. Okay, they are called fixed different algorithms. Those kind of hierarchy, they are always linked together in a proper fashion, only then it will work. A house cannot work without a brick. Okay, so that is the kind of thing. A house cannot work without a wall. A house cannot work without a kind of room. A house cannot work without a room or multiple rooms, and it cannot stand, or a basement and things like that. So those kind of things are always there. So they are called fixed structural arrangements, or often AI, artificial intelligence. So first thing is, so these are the kinds of things you have to know for object orientation. Object orientation, these are the kind of classification. For first is levels of classifications of things. Then after that, virtual functions. What are virtual functions? How they interaction. Virtual functions are the environmental kind of thing. Mostly they come into existence and then they go off. The real functions are always there. So certain kind of functions which are fixed to the object and they come into existence only when they are in operational segment. When they are not operational, they are not coming into existence. Like a ball is moving, then that function comes in. When it has some kind of velocity, then those virtual functions come in. If it doesn't have a velocity, it doesn't come into existence. Velocity and all these things of a ball are all virtual functions. They come into existence only on the play or when you play a game or something like that. When they have you can have a kind of interaction, then they have kind of functional existence. Okay, so objects also have functional existence and real existence kind of thing, and that kind of real existence is something which is idle, in the sense like the algorithms don't move, they don't do any work, there is no functional element associated with the thing, only data is there. So that is the kind of complete data is called non-moving things, or any kind of no kind of virtual function. They are called fixed elements of a data structure. Okay, fixed element of a data structure. Okay, data structure or an object, fixed elements of an object. That's what you call. Okay. Now we go into, so we saw now what is a relation, what is the kind of relations are created, functional creation. Okay, functions are virtual functions always create some kind of relation. Virtual function is the same as kind of relational creation. There's a relational gets created and it's stored in the database, and after that you don't have a relation, then they just cut off and go. It's a kind of virtual functions. Relations mostly are a kind of virtual functions which come into existence and they sometimes they fail. Okay, all new relations are always learned. These are called the learning algorithms. Okay, the virtual functions are the actual learning algorithms. Okay, whether it is machine learning or deep learning, the virtual functions are the most useful things when playing any kind of interaction or any kind of robo working. Okay, that is the kind of thing. Environment, when you have a fixed set of environment, it will be, say for a chess game, you have a fixed board, you have a fixed environment, you have a fixed number of cells and things like that, and your goal is a particular goal. Then you have to go through a fixed kind of steps to just win the game or something like that. Okay, so these are called fixed things. When you go into open space, then you have a completely different kind of environmental learning. Okay, every time you have to learn new things. Okay, and these things are not there. Okay, they don't come into existence while playing the game. Say your water, say you have a teacup near the chessboard and it just falls, and what are the rules of the game? Then you have to put in place all the previous sequence just right on the table. Those kind of things are an external environment which are not. So the learning algorithms, so basic learning algorithms, those are called the fixed algorithms of the. So fixed algorithms, those are called the deep learning algorithms. Then after that, the virtual algorithms. Then you have an environmental algorithm, which are the new kinds of things which are being learned. Okay, so there are different kinds of learning methods when it comes to perfecting certain things. Okay, so these are the kind of learning methods which you have to see. Okay, these kind of one of the basic things of structural analysis. In case of building structural analysis, mostly the learning methods are kind of like what is called resonance. Okay, resonance is a kind of learning algorithm. Okay, mostly for waves always resonate at some particular structure. Okay, so if you have an algorithm, fixed algorithmic structure, okay, that is going to be modulated or demodulated, and a particular resonance is created to get the complete picture, and the particular algorithm is there. So you have a particular algorithm on one side of the brain, and there is another thing which has similar pattern. So pattern recognition, like if you want to use it in pattern recognition, you can usually use. It's a kind of resonant pattern. It's kind of duplication, or it is kind of the same kind of the environment that is coming in. So that kind of resonance is the way of learning. Okay, so resonance is very much used. I told you already, integration and differentiation kind of things which work, and after integration is the most kind of learning method, and differentiation is a kind of spread kind of learning method. Okay, so it's a kind of different kind of learning method, and it's a kind of differential learning method, and one is the integrative learning method and the differential learning method. So these are the kind of modulation learning method and demodulation learning method. Trusted is the kind of thing where at a particular thing you get the instant, and that particular algorithm learned, and that particular algorithm is used as a kind of intelligence. Okay, this kind of intelligence, as when the algorithms keep on working, you have those kind of intelligence coming. Okay, let's first check in some of the things which we are going to see right now. Okay, we are going into the thing into AI and then search for the things. Okay, now these are the things which are already there. Okay, now I am going to go into, already we have seen scripts on artificial intelligence, Python and other things. Okay, Python is a kind of scripting language which uses AI. Now I am going into some kind of tutorial for you which is going to help you in future. Okay, this is a kind of specific tutorial which you might use for some of the learning methods and other things. To understand what is artificial intelligence and deep learning methods and other things, you have to learn this coursework. So this coursework is available right here. I am just checking in where is the coursework. Okay, let's check in where is the coursework. First thing is to get an understanding of what is the coursework is. So I'm giving all the things like Python and all, but we are going into something specific for an intelligent learning. So to get the basics of what is machine learning and all those things, AI keyboard. Okay, these are all applications kind of thing on AI. Okay, I'm just going to ask you for some kind of specific learning methods which are going to be in there. Okay, let's just check in. Okay, it's okay. Now we go into this thing and then find out what is there. Okay, this is the kind of artificial intelligence. Okay, this is the kind of thing. Okay, now this is the kind of thing. Okay, so they have a video thing which has got all kinds of lecture notes for you. Okay, now we can use any one of those things. This is a very good lecture series which you have to. These are all videos on lecture series of specific people who are working on certain things. Okay, so what is machine learning algorithms and other things, these people give you all the gist of how those things work. Okay, now some of these things you can go into this article. I am just showing all these applications because people don't know where to go and search for what and those kind of things. So I'm putting it all this in some kind of YouTube so that they can go and learn all these things before they come for kind of lecture series and other things. These are basic lecture series which are in there. Okay, so you can just go in there and then you can have a lecture series and things like that and learn all the stuff. Okay, now what is this? So it is going to give you an intro. Let's see. Okay, here we are going to have okay, deep learning. You see there 3 of 12. What is a machine learning? What is deep learning? Where is machine learning? Okay, this is the first lecture series which you have to look into. Okay, episode. What is this one? Oh, it's not there. I don't know where it is there right now. Let's check it. Innovative methods, capture 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so this is the few of the lecture series you have done. Deep learning, natural language processing, and things like that. Okay, let's go into 8, 9. Okay, so this is the first thing, intro to machine learning. Okay, this is the first thing you have to learn. Okay, this is the introduction to machine learning algorithms. Okay, this gives you on YouTube what some of the things are available, so you can go have a look at this. Introduction to machine language. This is the machine language, a kind of lecture series which comes in. So you can learn all the
It's
machine
a great
language
pleasure for me
ideas and
to be
other things from
here
here.
and
Okay,
to
I'm just
lecture
giving a
here.
gist of how it
I
works.
don't know if you
Okay,
know that, but there
now I
is
don't.
out
Mostly
this
people
lecture
don't know how
series
to use a
and
particular
sharing
app
these
and how to learn
thoughts
certain
to
things. Okay,
intelligence
these are
here
things
that
kind of
refers to the
frequency.
first part of DeepMind's mission.
Okay, so this is the lecture series which gets
Um,
in. So I'm
of
going out. So I'm just checking how to go and learn your things. Okay, that is the kind of thing I'm giving in right now. Now I don't want to go deep into those things because those kind of structural algorithms, how it is learned, and to get a certification on other things, you can just go in and learn all those things. Now resonance method is used for anything, modulation, demodulation, resonance method, structural analysis, for any kind of structural analysis and other things. Resonance is a kind of method which is mostly used because there are new kinds of environment that comes in, and every time a particular frequency is generated, that particular frequency comes and hits, and then that particular frequency gets modulated, and you won't know how to learn that particular frequency. So for learning that kind of particular frequency, you have to have that kind of specific algorithms generated within your brain to hold the things, and then kind of do a learning. Okay, so those kind of things. So it's a kind of frequency, specific frequency. Not all frequencies are available by while learning something. Okay, learning thing is always a new. When you have a new frequency, it means that you are learning a something new kind of environment. Okay, say you're on earth. Okay, you see water. The first time you go to a sea and see the water there. Okay, you touch and see it is salty. Okay, the first learning of salt is done when you touch the thing and put it in your tongue. Then you say it is some kind of new thing which is coming in, and say it is salty. Okay, before that you don't know what is salty taste is like, what is the thing kind of thing, what is a sea and things like that. So these are all new kind of frequencies that come in. Okay, earlier learning algorithms, they just use fixed already learned kind of thing which are used, or it is a fixed algorithms written. Now you have to go learn. When you want to learn new things, there are fixed realities, or the fixed frequencies, or the fixed algorithms which you have to learn. These fixed algorithms, they are usually stored in deep learning procedures. Okay, those resonant frequencies are all deep learning procedures, which are they form a kind of fixed structure kind of thing. Like people, when they grow old, they know specifically what is how life is and things like that. When they are young, they don't know what is life. These fixed thing which is put in your brain, which is kind of what is going to happen and things like that. You can always predict something. This is called the deep learning algorithms which are fixed. Okay, so those kind of things. So I went through object orientation. I don't want to teach you how to go and code. You can use Python or other kinds of algorithms and other things. So right now we can write applications also on that. Just this is the introduction, and kind of like getting to know what is the resonance and things like that. Okay, resonance is a very good method of learning new things. Okay, resonance is always used in any kind of environment, whether because frequency is the thing which is used. Okay, frequency is the number of times an event has chances. Okay, so if you're going to win a game, because based on your intelligence, you can always predict that it is going to win. Okay, so if you have a 90% chance of winning a game, then it means that you're surely with that particular algorithm, then you're sure that you're going to win. Okay, at least 90% is going to win, which essentially you can just turn it to 100%. Okay, that is what if you want to learn a new kind of frequency, that new kind of frequency always comes as a new kind of pattern, and those are the kinds of new kind of patterns that come in, because always a new frequency creates a new kind of pattern within the learning algorithms. Okay, so that is called a resonance factor. Okay, resonance factor is for the normal frequencies, and if you want to some kind of extra intelligence and other things, the new frequencies which come in, and that learning procedure is some kind of new, and the chances might be less, but that is the kind of thing which sometimes a special kind of frequency might come in, and it can take over and things like that. So while demodulation, the modulation kind of things, those kind of new structures can be formed. So that is a kind of new kind of learning methods which are inherited. This frequency, a particular frequency, when it is added to another frequency, it's a kind of new kind of learning algorithms. Okay, the frequencies can be infinite. There are so many frequencies coming in, and each one is a kind of learning method. Okay, new learning methods, and each has got a specific algorithm. A particular frequency has got a specific algorithm. So that is the basic understanding of the thing. Okay, specific algorithms which is learned by the deep learning method. Okay, deep learning, what it stores is these specific frequencies are the thing which deep learning mind stores. Okay, because they can use it later for solving problems or doing AI research work and other things. Okay, for now I told you about what is resonance, what is frequency, what is kind of modulation happens, how structural differentiation happens, how structural integration happens, what are the different kinds of structures that can be formed, why do you want, what is object orientation, and what is kind of, how we can write an object oriented kind of code, what is the relation in terms of artificial intelligence and things like that. Okay, for now the lecture is over. Tomorrow we'll see something else. So first thing we have to know what is called a resonance and modulation, demodulation, and what is frequency, what is meant by how a frequency, how new frequencies come in, and how we have to learn those new kind of patterns and new frequency patterns and other. A single frequency creates only a specific kind of pattern, but multiple frequencies create different kinds of patterns, and those kind of things are modulated and things like that. This is the basic idea of artificial intelligence, where suddenly somebody comes up with a new kind of answer, which is the kind of truth value. Okay, new kind of ideas are always there, and that is the kind of new frequencies are always there, and sometimes they are learned, sometimes ordinary frequencies always they are learned. Like structural learning is kind of like a pattern recognition. Normal pattern recognition is very easy, but when you go into higher dimension or higher frequencies and different kinds of frequencies, those kind of are all new things of learning. Okay, that's all for now today. We saw some of the things. Thank you. Bye now.